This video is about Dr. Rice. He, in his video called R. Kelly, Dr. Rice on the facts about Dr. Rice. So he's explaining, because when I watched the video, the live with Phases the next level, and Dr. Rice kept saying about he need to be honest about something. I couldn't figure out what in the world was he talking about. He has a license, as well as the degree she shows she has. She didn't show a license. He showed a license. So to me, that seems to be the smoke and mirror. You speaking facts, but you at the same time ignoring a smoke and mirror facts that she got all of these degrees that nobody is disputing, but she has not shown a license on the magnitude that he has a license. And so now after watching this video, now I'm understanding what she's talking about. He need to be honest. He shouldn't lie about this, lie about that. What is he lying about? So apparently, she's talking about something that happened when he was 16 years old and getting in trouble pertaining to guns and when he grew up in the hood. Okay, I didn't know about that because I haven't been a subscriber very long. I just like how he explained this R. Kelly drama. And he has said good things about her, so it was surprising that she started this beef with him. And at the same time, I guess making it look like, I mean, you said all of these good things about him. Well, he's a great commentator. That's supposed to be offensive or something. I noticed they kept saying, she kept saying he's a great commentator. And what does that have to do with what she's talking about as far as trying to discredit or devalue his degree, his license or whatever? I don't know. What was she, I don't know. His, like I said, discredit his, whatever she's trying to do, I don't know. But anyway, every time she speaks, I hear it. It's really loud when she says, oh, he's a great commentator. Oh, he's this and he's that. I don't take none of that for him. But he should be honest. I'm like, okay, as soon as she said he should be honest, that right there tells me what is she talking about. So apparently she's talking about when he was 16-year-old, like most black people living in the hood, most black men, people living in the hood get in trouble with guns, with drugs for some. So whatever trouble they get into, they get into it. So he explains, had she read his book, she would have found out more things about him. Because every single thing that she think he's lying about and need to be honest about and we should know about is in his book. I don't sit back and read books like that because I just go to sleep after the first 10 minutes. I used to read books, but now, after going to computer class, just constant reading wiped out my eyes. Where I literally had uh, um, a valve put in my right eye in the middle of exams in my computer class. So I'm not so great with the reading, with that reading, because it puts it, I go to sleep, then I go blind and can't see. So that's why I will listen to a book. But anyway, so the way he explained this saga with R. Kelly, he explains the saga with her. And it's clear. Well, it was clear to me on Faces the Next Level Live. It was clear to me on there what she's doing. And people, I mean, phases just shut down their live because nobody was believing. It wasn't phases we had the problem with. At least I didn't. It's the Dr. Rodgers that, and she wasn't saying anything. She was just there. She gonna pulling out all of her degrees. Her, I'm like, nobody said she didn't have degrees. We say license. I don't understand why people say somebody don't have a license, and then you go pull out PhDs and or associate degrees and bachelor degrees. Why you pull out degrees when somebody said license? A license and a degree is two separate things. I know that because I got my associate's degree in computer technology from a technical college in the town I live in. I got my associates, but I don't have, and I got some certificates in between that too, but I don't have a license as far as, like I said, you go take, it's just class, you take the comp tier class, comp something, it still comes up on there. You got to take that test, comp something, whatever. It's been years because I graduated 2013. I never took a test. I've taken the practice test and pre-test and all of that. But when I went to take the preliminary test you take before you get to the big test, being sick when they're messing up, it's just too much. And they got to the point where I could barely sit up in the chair long enough to take the test, which was excruciating. So I never actually took the test. I think it's the CompTIA test. And you got to take that test every so much office. So you get a license, you get certified and licensed for certain things. Even I know that. So but that's just in computer technology, which is the field that I'm in. But he's in this other field, psychology and all these other classes. But he has a license. She pulling out her degrees, but your degrees is just that, a degree. And a degree and a license is two separate things. I had the same situation with Umar, I think it's Umar Johnson, whatever his name is, and Dr. George Boykin. Well, Boykin was never the issue, but it was Umar Johnson. He got all of these degrees, but he didn't have a license. So everybody was on his case saying he's not a doctor because he doesn't have a license. So the young Pharaoh pulled up all this information on Umar Johnson. And I sit there and watched carefully what he was saying. And he was saying, well, he lied and said he had a license. So he's not a doctor. My thing is, his website, he says he's Dr. Umar Johnson. But he don't have a license for this, to do whatever he's trying to do at the school. So I didn't understand a thing because I know, and I learned a new word today from Nicki Minaj she called Miley Cyrus Purdue chicken. Now, look at that word because I didn't know what Purdue is. So I look at the word Purdue. It's basically, let me take a quick look at it. It should still be there, yeah. It's basically hidden or concealed or obscured. So that's what the adjective to the word is. Then they have the Latin version, which is to lose. So with them saying that, with this thing with Umar Johnson, to me there was a Purdue situation in there, as far as they are obscuring the fact that, or hiding or concealing the fact that Umar Johnson is a PhD, a doctor in psychology, the same as Boyce Watkins is a doctor in finance. They have degrees. Those are their degrees. Their certifications, certified, all this and that. But they kept going, but they kept saying Umar Johnson says he had a license. After I look at all of this, and young Pharaoh can get, I don't know where he get his information from, but he get the best receipts I ever seen. So I look at his receipts and I listen to Umar Johnson's voice. And I keep hearing, I don't have a license. I was going to get my license such a time. So where did he say he had a license? A degree, a PhD degree, a doctorate degree, and a license is two separate things. Dr. Rice and Dr. Rodgers equally have degrees. And Dr. Rice showed us his license. Dr. Rodgers showed her degrees, and then she just flashed them. But not once did she show a license. So, with that said, shouting that someone is for an Umar case, shouting that Umar Johnson lied about he don't have a license to do this, and do that. He worked under the license of another person, which in Dr. Rice would be, has the license that a doctor like Dr. Rodgers would come in and work under his license because she herself doesn't have the license to do the things that he has the ability to do. So, he explains very well what the situation is and what she's doing. Now, he has his son there. He explains he bought his house when he was 19 and how he has all of this $175,000 worth of vacant property that his son can do whatever they want with it. And Dr. Rodgers says she is not a plant, but she feels like one. In the live that phases the next level head in, and she shut the live down because she said she didn't want no part of that, and because April's getting mad at her for allowing her channel to be about bringing down another doctor, bringing down a licensed doctor who's qualified to talk about what he talks about, even though they say great commentator. What's that? What even does that mean? So what? Great commentator. He's also great speaker. He's also great at those things, but you focusing on the commentator thing. I'm a commentator, but I'm also a poet. I'm also a blogger. I'm also a photographer, video photographer. I do all kinds of stuff. And anyway, that's just what I have to say about this situation with Dr. Rice and Dr. Rodgers. And she is using his past the same way people are using R. Kelly's past with Aaliyah to put him in jail for having a relationship with grown women. When I say grown women, I mean grown women. The youngest is 23. Azriel is 23. I think the other one, she like 24, 25. Something that the man was found not guilty of 30 years ago. You use that as a foundation to put somebody in jail for having sex with grown women. a grown woman is held hostage when she's not. Human trafficking. How you human traffic a grown woman that's living with a man just because she? I see what is going on here. They're flipping. They're putting a thought in people's mind that, like, for example, the thing with Wendy Williams and her new boyfriend, her little friend. She said she's not a boyfriend. He come. They say she had the man. I forgot that they use specific words. I forgot the specific words that she had him brought in or something as if she human trafficked the man and brought him to her to date. This man is 30, 40 something years old. How you human trafficking? They got you human trafficking grown people. If I get on a plane, if somebody pay for me to get on a plane and go meet them in another state, that's human trafficking me? It's just amazing. We live in a time of love and compassion. And this craziness is not going to work. It's just not going to work because it's just that craziness. But anyway, that's it for this video. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.